Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jordan.
What if I told you that the greatest basketball player of all time was once told he wasn't good enough? What if I told you that his path to greatness was not a straight road, but one filled with failures, heartbreak, and loss? This is the story of Michael Jordan, a man who refused to give up, no matter the odds. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was born on February 17, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York. But he grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina, where he developed a love for sports at a young age. He was competitive, always wanting to win, whether it was baseball, football, or basketball. But Jordan's first major heartbreak came in high school. As a sophomore, he tried out for his varsity basketball team and got cut. The coach told him he wasn't tall enough, skilled enough, or strong enough. Broken heart, imagine that. One of the greatest players in history being told he wasn't good enough. Instead of quitting, Jordan used the pain as fuel. He would wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to practice. He would shoot hundreds of jump shots daily, working tirelessly until he became undeniable. By his senior year, he made the team, not just as a player but as a star. He dominated games, scoring at will, and soon caught the attention of college scouts. Jordan earned a basketball scholarship to the University of North Carolina, UNC, where he played under the legendary coach Dean Smith. He was talented, but still had much to prove. Then came a 1982 NCAA championship game. With the game on the line, the ball found its way to Jordan. He took the shot. Basketball swish. The ball went in. Jordan had just hit the game-winning shot that gave UNC the national title. That moment changed everything. He later admitted, "That was the shot that gave me the confidence to become Michael Jordan." In 1984, Jordan entered the NBA draft and was picked third overall by the Chicago Bulls. From day one, he was electrifying, winning Rookie of the Year and putting up incredible numbers. But basketball isn't just about individual greatness. It's about championships. And that's where Jordan struggled. In the late 80s, his Bulls kept running into the Detroit Pistons, a team that played brutally physical basketball. They knocked Jordan out of the playoffs 3 years in a row. Every time he got close, they beat him down, literally. It was a turning point. Jordan could have accepted defeat. Instead, he made a decision. Fire. I'm going to become stronger than ever. He hit the gym like never before, building muscle, improving his game, and preparing for war. In 1991, everything changed. Jordan and the Bulls finally defeated the Pistons and won their first ever NBA championship against the Los Angeles Lakers. From there, he was unstoppable. Trophy 1991, championship. Trophy 1992, championship. Trophy 1993, championship. Jordan had become the king of basketball. He was at the peak of his powers, loved by millions, and seemed invincible. But then life delivered the biggest blow of all. In 1993, his father, James Jordan, was murdered during a robbery. His father had always been his biggest supporter, his guide, his best friend. The loss shattered him. Broken heart for the first time, Michael Jordan lost his love for the game. In a shocking move, he retired from basketball. Jordan then made an unbelievable decision. He decided to play professional baseball. Many mocked him. Some said he was crazy. But for Jordan, it was about honoring his father's dream. His dad had always wanted him to be a baseball player. Unfortunately, Jordan struggled. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't elite. It seemed like his story had come to a disappointing end. Then, in 1995, after almost 2 years away, Jordan stunned the world with 2 simple words. "Memo, I'm back." He returned to the Bulls, but he wasn't the same at first. The game had changed, the competition was tougher, and people questioned if he still had it. But Michael Jordan is not just any player. The next season, he reminded the world who he was. Trophy 1996, championship. Trophy 1997, championship. Trophy 1998, championship, a second three-peat, 6 championships, the last shot against Utah in 1998. One of the most iconic moments in NBA history. At age 35, Jordan had conquered the game again. He retired as the greatest of all time. Jordan briefly returned to the NBA in 2001 with the Washington Wizards, but it wasn't about winning. It was about inspiring. Even in his late 30s, he showed flashes of brilliance, scoring 40-plus points at times. He retired for good in 2003, but Michael Jordan's impact didn't stop there. He became a billionaire businessman, the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, and the legend behind the Air Jordan brand, which continues to dominate the sneaker world. If there's one thing to learn from Jordan's life, it's this. Fire failure is not the end. It's just a step toward success. Jordan once said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." His story is proof that greatness isn't about talent alone. It's about hard work, resilience, and the will to never give up.